Good morning. This is Home Grooming with Bridget. Yes, we're going to see if we can demonstrate how I do his feet. Come on, over here, little bit. Don't fall off the back. There we go. Oh, here's the table. I have it at a low level so I can sit and have his feet right here. And they're kind of on my lap. Let's see if this light helps any. Can't even see his pretty face. He's due for a shave already as well. So let's see what he will let me do. I just start off. I have my Chris Christensen Artemis with a number 10 blade. And it's easier when I have him on my lap, these paws. And the key is to keep it gentle. Gentle. He's got quite a bit of hair. And I try not to touch his cuticles with the blade. I've gotten somewhat better at doing this because I've been doing it a while. Otto actually has pretty thin hair, and I often don't want to use a number 10 blade on him because his hair is not as thick. Doesn't need the radical number 10 to cut. Now, Eli Bentley, the white one that I do, none of the other clippers will actually cut his hair because it's too fuzzy. Otto's hair is silky. Once you determine what kind of hair your poodle has, they all seem to have a different kind of hair. They're much like humans. So I got the top part done. How are you doing? Don't fall off the back. I know my room is very limited, my space. Come on up here a little bit and turn. Otto, it's okay. Come on. This is good. Is it getting hot? No. Yes, it's getting hot. So we'll go to the next clipper. I use different clippers. I just brush all this to the floor so I don't get too inundated with hair. Can you say hi, Otto? Otto. Otto. Let's see if we can get you a treat. I put some eye cleaner in his eyes because he had a little bit of eye booger. He usually doesn't get any eye boogers, but he had one this morning and I couldn't get it out. So I put some of the special eye for dog cleaner by Vetericyn in his eyes. Yes. So let's go to the next clipper that I use because we don't like to use one with a hot blade. We have the Arco, which sometimes works on his coat. Otto, let's settle down. Can you lay down? Oh, you're getting way out of the way. Come on over here a little bit. Come on over here a little bit. I think I have to have the mechanic look at my table because it's making a strange noise. So now I'll get the bottom. Let's see if the Arco will do it. The Arco, yep, with his hair, the Arco is fine at the strongest setting. But not the other dogs. The Arco will not work on them. Their hair is just too coarse. Otto's hair is very silky. That's good thing. Good boy. All right, sit down. Yeah, the mechanic definitely has to look at that. Let's see. Here's the Bravada that I use as well. Lithium Bravada. And it's got one of those adjustable blades. And to tell you the truth, I don't ever use the low settings. They just don't work for me. So here I'm going to do the top of his foot. Let's see if we can get that done, Otto. I think I have to talk to you to keep you. See, it's just not working. I have to. Those adjustable blades are not blades that I recommend. I'd like to see some groomers who are successful with them. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I have to manipulate the blade in order to get it started. It should just be cut through like butter. In this one, I have to kind of manipulate before it gets a hold. And I don't think it's that the blade is dull. I think some people, this is a brand new blade and they're so expensive. So this is not my favorite. Come on back around over here. Okay, I'm very careful not to, see how smart he is? He just turns his back to his mother and I tell him to turn around and I'm not getting any results. So you're not going to turn around for me? I think I'll stick with the number 10 and just spray it to get it cooled down with the Andis Cool Care Plus. So that will cool it down, and I also need to grab my special brush. I use one of these brushes that men use for their shaving to make a lather. It's a natural bore brush. It's very nice for cleaning this out. So it's cooled down now, but Otto has turned his back on me. Otto, over here, boy. Come on, give me your pawpaw. Come on, turn around. Let's get your paws done. Come on, turn around. Let's see, lay down over here on this way. Yes, that's a boy. Let's do this one, and I'll hold it this time. Okay. Oh no, don't pull away, honey. Don't pull away. It's okay. I can go down. See, we'll just get it done. Hey. Good boy. No, don't pull it away. Sit down. Sit down. See very well. Good boy. Good boy. With the tough hairs, and then I'll try the Arco again. You watch their little scar where their one toe used to be their thumb. You have to really be careful because often that's pretty low on the foot. So I'm going to quickly do the back. Keep it moving. I'm going to go to the Arco because his hair is very thin and it goes quickly down with a number 10. So where's the little Arco? Here it is. The Wahl Arco. That too has one of those adjustable blades, so but it's much more gentle because its motor is much smaller. So it doesn't go, it's not as radical. Sit down, sit down. Good boy. Give me a paw. Let me see it. Oh, that's a good boy. Let's go in between these toes. There. He likes this one because it's quiet. A lot quieter than the Chris Christensen Artemis or the Artero Hit. So his toe is over here. I always put my finger on it so that I don't cut it. I don't run into it. But the Arco is about as efficient. But it's not, again, these have new blades in them. And they, I've been very dissatisfied, actually. I don't give a good rating for the Arco. The only thing, the good rating that they get from me is that they're quiet and gentle. But they're unreliable. And I have to, settle down, settle down. I have to manipulate to get a hold of the hair. I shouldn't have to manipulate so much. So here we go. There. In between those toes, the hair is pretty long. See how I kind of use my thumb on the other hand? And I kind of separate. Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there. Yes, we are. Let's see if this thing's getting hot. No, and they don't get hot. It's just such a kind of rinky-dink compared to my other tools. But rinky-dink is sometimes good because it's more gentle and I will not get as close. So let's see that paw. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. So let's get underneath, let's spread out the toes. Let me kind of dig in there. There we go. Get all those loose stray hairs that we really missed last time. Yes, looking good. And we'll have to Dremel the toes and then you'll be done for the day. Let's see this one. Oh, yes, that's a good boy. Yes. They haven't had breakfast yet. They're big breakfast eaters. I do feed my poodles twice a day. And funny how I give them treats. I'm going to make some homemade treats today. I got some beef spleen. And when that's partially thawed out, I'm going to slice it and put it in the dehydrator. There. Use my finger to bring it up. The hair, the long hairs between the toes. And then I think a real gentle touch from the Arco. So Otto's hair being as thin as it is, I have to be very gentle. Yes, very gentle. He has long, thin hair, silky. I call him very silky. And silky is almost as difficult as a coat that is fuzzy. A fuzzy coat is difficult to cut into. A silky one is hard to pick up the hair that you want the blade to cut. So having one poodle, the white one is very fuzzy. He seems to have fuzz all in between every hair that he has. And that's hard because this cutter, this Arco, this clipper, this trimmer will not grab onto fuzzy. It'll grab onto silky better. Now my final poodle, Max, who I haven't talked about, his hair is very dense. So with him, often I have to use a number 30 blade. Ay. Yeah, it's because different coats require a different blade. See, he's got pretty long hair between his toes. There, that's looking nice. Let's see this one. Yeah, you got some still underneath here and it's showing through. Let's see if we can snip some of this off. Gently grabbing it on. Gently scooping it out. Grabbing a hold of these long and stringy hairs. Yes. Because they get bad at it, don't they? They stay in there too long. There we go. Let's see, here's a big long snip. There. Let's get it from underneath. It's almost done. Yes, let me grab this like that. Here's his funny toes, scar to his toe. And here we go. It's just not grabbing. There. Well, you can't see them because your bell bottoms are so long. They need trimming again too, So this is, they don't get as hot, these Arcos. Let's try the Bravada back here. Come here, come here. Give me some foot. Give me some foot, poodle. Sit down there. Let's see this one. Oh, yes, this one right here. Oh, yes, this one. Let's see. Are we still visible? All right, let's see this one. Oh, it's a fuzzy bear paw. Well, let's try this Bravada. Oh, it's working okay today. Let's try to start. You gotta kind of get a dig in a little bit with the Bravada. Starting from the back, then underneath. All right, let's see if we can get that foot to materialize. Your hair is so long that I have to find the flesh under there. And I use the thumb to kind of roll the skin between the toes and then separate the toes and kind of gradually dig in. But with this poodle, I have to do it gently because his hair is so silky. The blade just wants to go right over it. Yeah, that can be frustrating. I think that used to be very frustrating to me, but I just kind of learned the limitations of certain tools. So the Bravada has a purpose, but it also has limitations. It's just, I just don't get, it takes too long. So I switched back to the Chris Christensen Artemis with the number 10 blades. It's a little rougher, a little harder, but it sure does get the stuff right off a lot faster. And I think so long as I'm gentle and I don't apply a lot of pressure, it's not going to hurt him or be too close. But it will at least, I don't have to dig again and again, to get it to cut or try to get a hold. It just immediately starts cutting. And it's not a matter of it not cutting, it's a matter of it cutting too much. So I don't want it to go way, way down in the skin. So it's just being more on the surface with the number 10 blade is the key, because you certainly can get through it faster. But the key is to stay more on the surface and not get too down. And it just takes it off. Definitely get a much better hold on it. Well, Otto is, because his hair is long and thin, I have to be careful not to go too short. I have to be careful not to nick the skin or the cuticle. I really keep it gentle on the surface. Just enough to get the hairs with this number 10. There you go, it's alright, honey. Otherwise we'll be here all day with that less powerful bravada. And that bravada supposedly is a number 30 blade, but I guess it's the power. It doesn't have as much power. All right, this is looking good. I kind of have a hard time getting on the other side of it. I have to do tricks to get to the other side down here. Get in the way of the camera. I kind of twisted a little bit there. I'm sorry, people, that I have to get right in the way of the camera with my head. But it's kind of hard to get to the other side. Well, there. See, I said easy does it. Keep it moving. There. I think that looks good. So when I use my fingers to get in between the toes, then I come up with still a lot of extra hair. So here, I'm going to gently scoop that out. And here, scoop that out. I'm careful where the toe meets the actual foot, not to nick it there. I've never nicked it, but it's pretty easy to get too close, and it could hurt him a little, and that's maybe why they get skittish. So yes, it's looking pretty clean. Let me test my blade. Ooh, it's getting hot. All right. We don't like hot. No, no, no. Hot hurts on the skin, doesn't it? So when the trimmer is hot, we spray with the cooling and set it aside and go to another part. So I said I would also Dremel his toenails today, but oh, that feels nice. Can you see it? It's not real shaved short, but it's pretty good, pretty clean. A lot better than a big bear paw. It was a big bear paw, wasn't it? So let's see if we can get this bell combed a little bit. I'll do a little bit of line brushing here. So they went swimming last time on Sunday. Today is, I combed them that morning, and then they went swimming. I was kind of hesitant to let them go swimming on that same day that I brushed them all out. All three of them got brushed out. And so they were so hot, they really were thankful that they could go swimming. Because they get, instead of panting when they're outside while we're sitting out on the patio playing cards, they're all cooled off because they had a dip in the pool. So a dip in the pool, and it doesn't really mat the hair, it just kind of gets it to where it needs brushing again. But I imagine if you don't brush in between swimming, eventually the mats, the hair turns into mats. I know Eli Bentley, he has trouble with letting me just go at him like I'm doing here with Otto. Often he would rather do something else. I think that's the puppy in him. So here you can see that there's still a nice, there's a piece of grass in there. There's still a nice angle here that I keep that angle up by putting the hair like this, and then I trim around it like this from the skin out. And I can demonstrate that this is cooled down, so I might have to grab a little bit more. Grab a little bit more, and I just go out like that. I usually use a number 30 blade for this. This is only a 10, but it works. Then I go in, out, I dig like that. Straight down and out. And then sometimes a little bit on the edge. And that creates that nice angle. Here I can do a little more. As you change position of the hair, you can do it several times. Let me test this. It's a little hot. So I'll do it with the other blade. What do I have in there? Let's see here. I like to use the old Andes. I have a couple of Andes. This is stuck. That's why people don't like cords, because they get all wound up and stuck up. So this one has a comb on it, a metal comb. I take the metal comb off. When you're home grooming and the only ones you groom is your own dogs, often they get left with hair on them, and then you have to clean them when you get them again. So this is the Andes, that purple model. I think that's how they differentiate this wall. It's got a cord. I have a number 30 blade in here, which is very powerful, and it'll make this angle cutting very easy. So I plug it in. Grab my foot again. There's my foot. Take all the hair that I combed out, and then I just scoop it all the way. And you know it doesn't hurt your finger. It doesn't hurt your finger to come in touch with the blade. Okay. Much faster with the number 30 blade. So I'm going to turn it a little bit and get it fairly even. This has been the best way of doing it. Flip it down, scoop out. There. That's beautiful. See how nice that is? And I'm sure I could comb it more, but this will expose his feet. And some people trim these bell bottoms the other way up as well, but I just do it from the bottom up. I leave it long on the top. Okay. So that's how I use this number 30 blade with the Andes. I have two Andes, and they're very inexpensive. It's a good starter tool. I guess it's always okay to learn how to use them with a cord. It's really not that big of a deal, but we do get spoiled when we turn to the cordless trimmers. Then we don't have to mess with them. So I made myself a couple of hooks, and my husband made me some hooks so I can hook my tools over there. So here's his foot. It's done. And I did this, so now I have to do all the others. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed because in this home groomer we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have 12 legs I have to do. 3 poodles, that means 12 legs. Eli Bentley wants to come in here, but there's hair on the floor. So I guess it's no big deal if he comes in. He wants to say hi. Yes, you want to say hi. All right. Now, stay away from the hair. I try to keep it in one pile down here. I don't want it dragged around. All right, Eli Bentley. Want to come say hi? Look at there. Can you say hi, Eli, with a wagon tailor? He's quite the wagon tailor. Yes, he is. That's Eli. Yes, he likes to watch. So I did his face, but we didn't get it on the camera. We don't always have the enthusiasm to get the thing set up to take a movie. So this one leg is perfect now. Here's little Eli Bentley. I suppose you want to come up here. Let's see if we can finish up Otto. I have to, while we're waiting on stuff to cool, I can comb out his tail. And yes, there was somebody asking about, why is my poodle's tail not thick and fluffy? Well, not all poodles are created equal. They all have different fur and different issues. They do. And you want to watch. I think you come for the treats, don't you? No, stay away from the hair. Stay away from the hair. I'm going to have to throw you back out. He said hi. That's enough. Here, I'll give you a treat. You can go. Come on. Come on. Go on back out. Go on back out. There you go. Get out. Go out. Out, out, out. Get in my way. Okay. Otto, I think I can get to this foot. Yeah, oh, I better turn you around. I better turn you around. Or maybe get to this front one. Let's get to the front one and finish that up. There. Here's the front one. Let's comb the hair first. Then I can better see what's going on when I shorten these bells a little. Because they got a little long, didn't they? Yes. Did you want a little treat? Okay, here you go. Try to keep the treats from the hairs, because you get hair in the treats, then what happens? You choke on it, huh? Blech, nobody likes to eat hair. So, Otto is fairly easy to upkeep. He's a silky poodle. I call him Silky because he has very silky hair. And it's not anywhere near as dense as his brother. His brother from another mother, Max. They have the same father. Their father is Tanner. But Max doesn't have the grandmother, Reagan. And he has a different mother because both Eli Bentley and Otto have Reagan as a grandmother. They have a different mother and a different father, but a same grandmother. Ah, well, your eye. Is that okay now? Oh, yes. We went on a long trip yesterday, huh? We got to explore some new places. We walked around in some nice green softball parks. Yes, this one is kind of long. Let me have it. I think once I shorten this hair up here, then I have a better look at the foot. So I'm going to get this tool back. The Andes with the 30 blade. No, stand up, Otto. Come on, stand up. It'll make it easier on Mother. Stand up. Now give me this paw. I have it combed out. So I'm going to grab all the stuff. And I'm going to scoop it out this way to shorten it. Scoop it out this way. From the bottom up. There. I'm not afraid of the blade if it touches my finger. It's never cut me yet. This goes quick like this with a 30 blade. It's a professional 30 blade. Turn it a little bit. so I can get all, there we go. Give it a little bit. To really see how it works. All right, we took quite a bit off. Let's shake it up. It could use a little more combing out, but it is nice. I can see your foot now. Stand up for a minute. Stand up. Stand up. See how that foot. I'm glad I have a light colored mat. I think it helps because the visibility, my camera equipment is not the best. It's just my iMac with the, call that the, it's called the FaceTime camera. So this one, I didn't have it combed out all the way, so, but it shows how it cuts it at an angle here. I'm gonna comb it out a little bit more and do it again. Well, hopefully we can get them all done. I don't ever like to let them go outside when only one leg is done. That's kind of hard to, and then finish it up pretty much. So the grass was wet yesterday where we were. It rained part of the time. But you could see how this one is really long and this one is kind of angled up. So let's angle this one. Should comb this one out some more and do it again. Hey, come back over here, kid. Come back over here. Yeah, that's a good boy. Let me finish combing it out over here. So we get a good cut. There we go. Oh, yes. So there we go. Nice. Now let me grab it and get the excess. There was a little bit of excess here. No. Let's get it done, kid. You see the excess hanging there. Okay. Nice. Yes, that looks nice. At the rate you're going, I don't know if I'm going to get to Dremel your toenails, and they're really long. You just be patient. It's pretty chilly out. We're going to go out and pick some grapes. We have quite a few grapevines out there, and I picked the red grapes or the dark purple grapes, and I made grape juice and grape jelly and Jello bars, and now I got to pick some of the yellow grapes. They're green grapes, actually. So this one looks pretty nice. I'm satisfied. Let's see if I can get this one trimmed up. I got a good grip on it. Yes. A little bit up. Yes. Let's see, let me grab it again. There. Yes. Get that off. Close to my thumb. And I have to get to this bottom underneath. Hold on. We're almost done. Settle down. I don't want to get it too lopsided. There There we go. Oh, those are nice. Yeah, those are nice. Those are good. Yes. So they got this one leg back here. I think that foot was acceptable as well. But this foot needs some work still. It's all hairy like a bear paw. Well, let me comb this bell. And then we'll go ahead and shorten that. And then I may have an easier time to finish shaving the rest of that foot. They're like a bear paw. It's a bear paw foot. So I'm going to grab it here. And, hold still. Don't get too far away from me. Get some of that foot there. Get some of that foot hair with this number 30 blade. Yes. All right. Can you come a little closer over here? A little bit closer to me. Come on a little closer. No, back up, back up. Back up, Otto. No, back up, Poodle. Back up. Back up. There you go. So that's perfect. Let me finish this thing up. Let me get my leg. Oh, it needs combing. Yes. You're just about done. We're just going to Dremel you up, and then you can go out and play. Do what you do out there, huh? So this foot, where is my Chris Christensen? It's ready. Hey, settle down. Be careful. Come on, down. No, I need you over here. Boy. Back up a little. Down. I gotta have this foot. They seem to always favor one foot or the other, don't they? One side. All right. Finish this puppy up so we can finish it up and go pick grapes before it gets hot. But I don't think it'll get hot today. Let me get the back of this. All right. All right, I'm going to switch to the Arco. I like to keep their little curtain that I make for them back here. I keep that brushed as well. I have to examine Otto's stud tail. He still has remnants on his tail from having had stud tail. And his tail is never going to be all thick like the other poodles. His tail is much, much thinner. Hence I keep the hair kind of short on it. I might as well whack some of it off to even it out with the rest of this. So I'm just going to take the end. There. It'll make it look thicker. But his tail's always been thin, and he had tail issues early on in his life. At the age of 2, he developed pretty serious stud tail, and he had to be on strong antibiotics because it got infected, and I still have to monitor it and make sure his gland isn't, there's a gland they have on the upper part of their tail that can get overloaded with testosterone. And when it does, it starts oozing out of the gland. The gland, you cannot really feel it unless he has, it's kind of you can kind of tell if they have stud tail by if there's a thick area there on his tail right here. He's got it, it's a little thicker than the other dog's tail that don't have an excess of testosterone. I always tell Otto that's a good thing to have an excess of testosterone. But golly gee, not when you have an overload like he did at the age of 2, and it kind of forced us to get him neutered because that helps to reduce the testosterone. But he continued to have stud tail, and I've had to continue to monitor it and make sure it doesn't get infected again, because it can plug up the pores back there on the tail, and plugged up pores are prone to get infected. So that's what happened to him, why his stud tail was so problematic. I don't wish it on anyone. We survived it, so if others have it, it's probably in dogs that are really well endowed. And Otto is well endowed. Yes, he'd have been a great breeding stud. His father was a great breeding stud, Tanner, although he's retired. He's retired and now lives in a nursing home in Washington State. So hopefully he's acclimating to the elderly people. We have a full house with 3 poodles. I wouldn't want any more. Although I've seen how some have more. So here I've got ahead, but I think I need to use my comb. And I don't know what happened. Oh, it fell to the floor. That's what that big bang was. My big heavy Chris Christensen comb fell to the floor. Well, let me comb through this. Make sure I have it all combed out. Oh yes, down to the skin. Nice. To be able to comb it down to the skin. Now I have trouble with Eli because he doesn't let me manhandle him like Otto lets me manhandle him. So I'm just going to, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just cleaning it up a bit. Let's turn the bell. Turn the bell. Otto, we're almost done. It's going to be nice to see him walking around again. There we go. Now let's see if there's anything I have to do on this foot. Try the Arco with some little finishing touches. Yeah, I should get real close to the skin of the Arco, but I don't have to worry. So the Arco does have a purpose. It's just, if all you have is an Arco, it's problematic, because then you're doing it all day long and you're not getting anything done. I like speed. I have other things I want to do. Speed is of the essence here. But anyway, they say don't ever hold the trimmer on still. You gotta keep that trimmer moving. Keep that trimmer moving, right? Yeah, oh, let me get in between this toe. There's some big long hairs in here. Let me dig them out. All right, those things, they're kind of awkward looking when they come sticking out after you've done their toes the next day. All right, we got it. Let's get it in between this one. It's the in between the toes. So they often get really long in between there because I think we miss a lot from the time before. All right, let's see here. Somebody's hollering for breakfast. That sounds like Max. All right, that was a little detail work on that foot, on that toe, that inner toe. Okay. So, let me Dremel them, and then you're out of here. I'm gonna hang this baby up so I don't trip over it. And I'm gonna get my Dremel down. And I'm gonna lift you up a bit. Can you say hi to the people? Your eye is a little bit, I put that eye stuff in. I should probably see what I have to wipe it off. How about a cotton ball, huh? There's too much of the eye stuff. Let me wipe the eye cleaner out. There. Otto's never had eye problems, but he did have a booger. So he gets a booger every once in a while. Okay, so we should move it up some more. And let's get these toenails done. You could just stay. Stay. One more on this foot. There. Nice. Okay. I noticed there was some really loose hair in between. Some long hair, in between here. Let me grab these. Let me just grab these hairs. Kind of hard to do. Tickles, doesn't it? When I get in between those toes. How about this one? There. Okay, we got the toes done. Now in the perfect world, I take a file and smooth them all out as well, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just glad I'm getting to this point. And then he can go out. You stay. Look how long those claws are. They're very long. Let me grab a hold of it. That's all. All right, you stay. And they're shaped in a horseshoe. So I kind of run the Dremel along the toes like a horseshoe with the round part on top. I know. The necessary thing we gotta do. These things just keep growing. Oh. There we go. One more on this foot. And then we'll switch to the other side. I hope the people can see. This is dangerous. Like operating heavy machinery, huh? Well, this side's done. And you're looking pretty good. I know this bell could use a little more trimming. But let's turn you around. Turn around. Come on. Turn around. I got to do the other side. This side for the toenails. Can I just grab my toenail? Hey, hey, hey. How do I get to my toenail? I'll try. Give me that. Give me that. See that? See that toe foot I got it here. Hold it. One toe at a time. There, like a horseshoe. One toe at a time. Good job. Oh, and does that stink, huh? Don't hold it on too long. The vet said be careful. Don't let it get burned. Try to, the quick is usually in the middle. So if you use the horseshoe theory when you Dremel, you're less likely to get near the quick. But you don't even want to burn your toenail either. So there we go. All right. All right. We got one more to go. Yes, you did a good job. Can the people even see how beautiful you are, huh? You are such a beautiful poodle. Uh-huh. Yes. All right. I got to get this one. So let's get you situated over here so I can grab it. And yeah, this is the one. This is the one. The last one. All right, let mommy do it. That's operating heavy machinery. Hold still. Hold still. One more, little brown. One more toenail on this one. There. Well, that one, I don't know why this one never gets trimmed as much as the rest. So here we go. We got that put up. Let's give you a treat. Here you go. Let's see if we can get you in the picture. Oh, you're so handsome. Yes. You did a fine job. Uh-huh. Yes, you did. Let's see if I can stack you. Stack you. Get you stacked up. Can you put your head up? Head up. There. There he is. That's Otto. He's got, give me paw. Give me paw. Give me paw. 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 Oh, there's his pretty paw. Yes. It's all nice and shaved. All right, I'm going to let him go and clean up this mess. See you guys later. Keep up the good grooming. Otto, watch the camera. Look, look, Otto, look. Who is in there? Let's see if we can get your picture. Oh, is that you? Is your eye crying? Oh, sorry I had to put the medicine in there because you had a booger. Huh? This is my bestest Otto. He's so good, yes. Bye, people. See you later.